What's up, guys? Raiho here. We've got a Patreon exclusive commentary for you guys tonight. It being the holidays, we thought we would do something really special and we would kick back and watch the Star Wars holiday special. And we couldn't just do it normal. We had to bring in a special guest for this one. So with let's start applause right now. Let's see who's with us, Jay. Oh, we got Cole Dark.
Hey guys, I'm Cole Antilles tonight.
Cole Antilles tonight. We had to bring in the big guns for this one, of course. And just before we kick it off and just before we start, I am a big Star Wars fan. Everybody knows that. I have actually never watched the Star Wars Holiday Special. I don't know, back in the day when I'd hear about this thing, it was like you had to have a VHS copy that somebody bootlegged and sold at a convention or something like that because George Lucas had that thing on lock. I never thought I'd get to see it. And then when it came up, probably on YouTube at some point, I just didn't bother watching it. So I thought it'd be fun to finally watch it. So you're getting like my first take reactions on this because I've not watched more than maybe a second here or there. So yeah, have you guys watched it before?
I've only watched it like with commentaries. I've never watched it by myself because it's quite a rough watch that way. As you're going to find out, there's some really lengthy, boring sequences in this that are just baffling. But I didn't actually see the Rift Tracks one, but I've seen a few other commentary things. And of course, the first time I saw any of it was back in December 2009 when the Nostalgia Critic did an episode on it. So that was my introduction to it, sort of. Like I'd heard about it and read about it. That's the first time I actually got to see any of it. So, obviously he doesn't show everything, but he shows all the major stuff as he talks about it. So, yeah, nothing's going to surprise me, but I'm sure there's some stuff I probably forgot. And yeah, you're in for an interesting viewing.
Piz was trying to get me to watch a few clips just to convince me to do it the other day, and he just kept kind of scanning through and putting on like a second, and I was just like, what is going on? So I can't wait.
Yeah, I've seen it kind of like Cole. I don't think I've sat down and watched the whole thing in its entirety, but I'm familiar with what it is.
Cool. All right, well, we might as well get it going then. We don't want this to run too long for our wonderful patrons. Yeah, we've got it all queued up here. When you guys are ready, we'll say 3, 2, 1, and we'll kick it off. And anybody watching along that wants to do that as well, you can do that. So let's start it off. We'll go 3, 2, 1.
And this is on YouTube.
Yeah. So right now we're actually seeing The Incredible Hulk will not be on.
Yeah.
Okay,
CBS special presentation. What's your count?
14, 20. Sorry, no. I can't tell because the screen is so small.
Okay, because I'm already at like 20 seconds.
Yeah, me too. 20
I've got the Millennium Falcon flying, so I'm good.
We got Han Solo.
Yeah, and there's some stock footage from the first movie.
It looks.
So this was really the perfect time to do this because I think this is because they did the Lego Star Wars holiday special.
I didn't get to watch that yet,
which I haven't watched. But I mean, that's sort of almost like the first official acknowledgement of this one, I think, and that George Lucas has tried to keep it buried for 40 years. But this aired once and only once back on November 17th, 1978, on CBS, and in Canada on CTV. Actually, Canadians got it 1 hour earlier. And it was the 8 to 10 time slot and the 7 to 9 time slot, Eastern time in Canada. And it was actually well anticipated because of the popularity of the movie being the phenomenon. Oh, there it is, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And I mean, it's even weirder now to modern audiences than it was. And we're going to see Luke, you're going to see Mark Hamill wearing like weird Ken doll makeup. It's very strange and distracting.
I can't believe they got them all to do this.
I know.
I don't know. I guess at the time...
Kenny Baker's the only one who's not back. Everybody else is back. And R2-D2 is just controlled by remote. This is actually... This is important for the canon in a lot of ways because it's the first appearance of several things. It's also the first time that James Earl Jones is officially credited as the voice of Darth Vader. He was not credited in the original movie.
They just said that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope my volume isn't too loud, but I want to actually be able to hear it.
Man, these damn
Chewbacca's
Wookiees,
family.
they're
Right.
nightmare-inducing, man.
And he can distance himself all he wants from it, but the core idea of it taking place at like Chewbacca's family's house and them talking was his idea. So he cannot deny that or duck that. That was George Lucas's idea. Because this opening, like, I shit you not, you're gonna see what happens. They're gonna talk in what's that language called? Shiriuk. They're gonna talk for like a long time, and there's no subtitles or anything. It's just grunting and going on.
And Jefferson's starship?
Yeah, look at these people. So you didn't even know what the guest
No,
speaker was?
I didn't know. I think I knew B. Arthur was in it.
Right.
Yeah, you remember B. Arthur from
Yeah.
the first Star Wars film?
Sure. And of course, this is the first appearance of Boba Fett.
In
Who
animated form.
passed away. The actor passed away yesterday.
And I know, and David Prowse died only a little while before that.
Yeah.
General Motors. American cars forever.
I was gonna say quality American cars.
So there's a nice mural.
Yeah.
Which I guess.
Matte painting.
So there, we all know now that the Wookiee planet is Kashyyyk, but in this they call it Kazook or something. And his family members have embarrassing names.
Oh, I heard at the start it was like what, like stink? Was there an Itchy or a Stinky or something?
Yeah, it's like Itchy, and his kid is Lumpy.
They look like Yetis, like really.
But this opens like some sort of like Wookiee sitcom that just won't stop.
That's like a 70s living room too. You know how
Yeah.
they dip
It's
down
fucking
like
floor.
that?
Yeah.
Everything about this is ridiculously 70s. I mean, it's hard, like, especially I didn't live through it. We didn't live through it, but like variety shows were really popular in the 70s. So even when people knew it was going to be like a variety show, nobody thought that was necessarily a bad thing. It's like, yeah, it's what people did. Oh, they got some X-Wing toys. So I think it's his father, his wife, and his kid, right? His father is Itchy,
Yeah, I think,
the kid is Lumpy, and the wife has some actual
This
name.
is great. It's like they just got pigs to squeal.
Yeah, but wait do you see how long this goes on? This is going to go on for quite some time.
No subtitles.
Nothing. Just grunting and pantomime. I have to wonder if like the audience watching at home thought there were supposed to be subtitles and there was like a mistake. It's like Han's not here, so. And of course, the whole thing about this is the holiday special, so they're trying to get home because they're going to celebrate the holiday Life Day. And the other thing I said about this being interesting timing is that anybody who's watched The Mandalorian knows very early in the very first episode of The Mandalorian, they make a Life Day reference. So they're like, yes, that is canon now, like in the new Disney canon. So I'm just saying, it's time. Just release this bastard, you know?
Yeah.
Put that cookie down.
Yeah. No cookies for you. Put it in my giant trash can right now.
Yeah, so Wookiee home life, which is startlingly similar to like 70s North American suburban life.
They have a vent hood like over their stove. Like it literally looks like they're in a 70s home.
All right, so if you want to know anything about like their culture or anything like that, no, we're not going to get anything like that. We're not going to get any insight to like what Wookiee society's like. Nothing. Just a bunch of. There is stuff in this that is so bafflingly boring. Like you will be amazed. I don't want to give any of it away. We'll see when it comes. There's like a tinge of action, which is, there's, I guess, an Imperial presence on the planet. And, there might be a stormtrooper or two lurking around. But the idea is, Han is trying to get Chewbacca back to his family to celebrate Life Day. Which is never explained. Like, we don't actually know what Life Day entails or what it's about or anything. No.
This kid is not bright. That is a really far drop, bro.
That's a death drop. Meanwhile, let's get some more great dialogue. So it's been like 4.5 minutes already of just Wookiees. And we're not done. We're not done. Like, what did the script even say? Like, Wookiee 1, grunt, grunt, grunt. Wookiee 2, grunt,
All the grunting would have been added in post, I guess, so they I don't even know what these people were actually doing.
I know. Well, just stumble around the house and look at shit. We'll put some really boring props in there for you.
Are they looking at an X-ray? Oh no, it's
There's all
Chewbacca.
sorts of stuff that yeah, that's a picture of Chewbacca. I guess they're trying to convey that they miss Chewbacca. So that's the first sort of somewhat coherent plot point. So this was directed by, what's his name? Is it David Binder? Who is like probably best known for, he directed 10 years earlier the 1968 Elvis Presley's comeback special. So that was his arena, but also he knew nothing about Star Wars and apparently was given very little. They gave him something called a Wookiee Bible to work from, whatever the hell that means.
Well, even if you'd seen the movie 4 or 5 times at this point, you still don't have all that backup we have today, right?
Exactly.
You have to make it up.
So what exactly was Lucas's involvement in this?
He basically came up.
Yeah.
You know, it was the head of marketing. There was something called, already at this point they established something called Star Wars Corporation. There was a head of marketing for that, and it was CBS themselves that brought the idea of doing a special to them and Lucas. And like you said, I guess Lucas was just like, okay, I guess I can make some money from it. Okay, so now we have our first diversion, which is some sort of like hologram device. And once again, this will go on entirely too long.
What is this even? What is going on?
This is Star Wars Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
What do you see? Wait, they're going to do like a 69 somersault. Or did I already miss it?
Oh, there it is.
There it is. So yeah, a lot of most of the special is not actually what the Wookiees are doing. It's what they're watching. And this is just some of it. Because they're going to start like watching stuff like, since you already know the Jefferson Starship thing, that's something that they're going to watch. There's one that is so inappropriate and weird, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But yeah, apparently
there's been no dialogue.
I don't know if this kid went out and smoked a bowl.
to explain a lot of it.
Yeah.
This is definitely like when somebody like Carrie Fisher started doing drugs. And she will show up later.
You can tell.
You know, we get to see the proud tradition of Wookiees watching 70s style Earth television. Like, oh, that's an unpleasant face. I mean, these people were paid. I'm not saying they're not talented. I guess they're good at what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're probably wondering how it fits into Star Wars.
This music is a trip too.
Some of the music is still good because there's some John Williams stuff in there, but yeah, mostly it's just weird shit like this.
Can you imagine telling your parents, I'm going to be in Star Wars?
Well, the holiday special, but that'll be big too because everything but Star Wars is big. Because again, this is 1978, so this is really the first thing after the movie, the first official thing, unless you count like the Marvel comic series.
Yeah.
So there's a big step into the extended universe, which
It's a
would remain
testament-
canon until 2014, although, again, was more or less exercise from continuity. But now it's almost like they're saying they're bringing it back with those jokes like the Life Day thing in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You said I'd never make it in show business.
But I got to be one of the leotard holograms in the Star Wars special. Okay, that was great. I mean, we're in for a real treat if this is the kind of entertainment we've got.
You mean there's no YouTube on Kashyyyk? Just to watch that one. Lame mom.
Oh, don't worry. They'll find other really boring forms of entertainment.
It's more just weird, like just odd choices than bad, you know?
It's that it's so boring. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away, but some of the stuff they choose to like center on, like, you wouldn't in your wildest dreams put in any kind of television thing. It has nothing to do whether it's Star Wars. It's just like, what is entertaining to an audience?
Mhm.
Like, what's happening here? I don't really remember. Are they going to get a communication from Han or somebody?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, thank God we have a person speaking English. Oh, no, not quite.
No starships.
Well, once we got English text there, that's a step up.
Yeah.
Ah, it would be Ohio, wouldn't it?
Fucking weirdos.
Oh, let's go to the secret screen.
Well, let's get Amala. Okay, so her name is somewhat normal.
Yeah.
Look at that creepy makeup, man.
Well, yeah, this would have been post accident, so. But the haircut's even really making it too. It's like he's wearing a wig.
Maybe.
It's like he looks like his own action figure.
Yeah.
He looks so tiny too.
Yeah.
Well, he's 5'9", Mark Hamill.
Yeah, but I mean that's not really short though.
No. Well, apparently one of the people involved that was here before Binder left because they were not used to using multiple cameras. Which is kind of an odd thing. What was it? It was
It does have a sitcom feel to it, like the multi-camera sitcom or whatever.
Yeah, the first director was David Akomba. Who actually was a film school classmate of George Lucas. Unfamiliar with the multiple camera setup, which caused some problems. He felt there was a divide between himself and the producers and chose to leave the project after only finishing a few scenes. And then Steve Binder. Oh, so I think I said David. Steve Binder is the guy who is the director of this, of Elvis Presley fame. Yeah, so with commercials, this was two full hours with commercials.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm beginning to think that the no commercials is definitely the better idea.
Yeah, it added a half hour.
I've seen some of them. Some of them are quite unintentionally funny. Oh, good, we get some droid humor. I mean, at least this is somewhat Star Wars-esque.
Yeah.
But there's going to be parts that are so far, you're like, this is Star Wars?
R2.
Yeah, so no Kenny Baker in R2. He's the only cast member to not be in this. And various cast members, of course, have all said terrible things about it too. Most recently, probably Anthony Daniels, who in his biography called it a turd.
What a great way to describe it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It still seems too loud, doesn't it? There. Hopefully that.
It's awful hard to get a hold of somebody in the galaxy. She got Luke, no problem.
Trading post.
Uh-oh.
Look at the production values here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so is that Harvey Corbin?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it might be.
He actually plays, I think, more than one character. He's the
that might not be Harvey Corbin. He looks like him, kind of, but because he's an old man.
That's Art Carney.
Art Carney, okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
So that's Art Carney, but Harvey Korman is in like at least 3 segments. He's the most prevalent of the guest stars.
Of course.
Like, just put him in Han's clothes.
He could be Han's uncle. I know what's going on here. So that's some sort of Imperial officer. He's trying to.
These costumes are absolutely grade A.
Gets worse.
Ooh, clever.
They're using their code speak to fool the Empire.
So I guess this let everybody know that the Empire was not defeated.
Yep. The Death Star was only one step.
Yeah. Like, just a groomer, you said? Like, they're going to sit here and talk about a groomer for like 5 minutes?
They say groomers like 3 times, 4 times.
Did they have to? The only thing I can imagine, they're like, it has to be 2 hours.
I know
they don't
that.
have 2 hours worth of dialogue.
That's why
What do we
so
do?
much of it is so padded and just. And they do so many stupid, mundane things. Like Star Wars is supposed to be exciting and full of cool images and stuff.
Can you imagine? Like, oh man, the Empire Strikes Back is going to suck.
Yeah.
I wonder if certain people thought that way.
It speaks
Like,
to
this is the
start of
direction
first
it's
movie,
going
that
in?
this thing didn't kill it. Says this is a turkey. Laser outlet. Ooh.
Yeah, there's
You
no
should look
script
directly
here.
at it to talk to us now.
There's no
Ramble
script
on.
here. It's just him like vamping, and he's just like, okay, I'll just keep saying stuff off the top of my head until they say
Just
cut.
keep going, Art. Oh, stock footage.
Woohoo! Some more exciting stock footage of Star Destroyer. Vader himself.
Is this like a shot from the actual like movie that they didn't use? They just threw
They're just
in?
dubbing. They're just dubbing over.
They're
some
dubbing over?
previous
Yeah, okay.
footage. Commercial break, I suppose.
Yeah.
Back to Treetop Town.
Looks like a cartoon.
Chewbacca's got a nice house.
Yeah. Why is he? Apparently, like smuggling pays well, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he's kind of a rough dude, but
He's really a family man.
mm-hmm.
And how many children do you think he's had at this point? Because according to Solo, which takes place years before this, he was 190 then.
This is
So,
like his fifth family.
This is like his fifth family. His like 80th kid.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's
Yeah.
Here's another thing that goes on way too long.
What is she wearing?
dear God. This looks like something out of
And
that
that's-
JoJo.
And by the way, that's not a she. That is Harvey Korman.
Oh,
This would not make it.
That
through
Harvey
the first
Korman
day.
plays several characters, and this being one of them.
Is he in blackface?
I
He's
don't
so
know.
far away, I can't see. I guess he's
Oh,
an
that's
alien.
okay.
He can be in like purple
He's
face.
an alien face. But yeah, that's Harvey Korman in Space Drag.
Oh my God.
Now, this is only the first instructional type thing they watch, by the way. They watch another instructional thing.
This
That's even
is so boring.
Where do you
I
get
feel bad for anybody that was waiting for this in '78. Like, oh, Star Wars! I can't wait.
Oh, good. I get to see Chewbacca's embattled wife struggling with a
Yeah.
cooking show. Yeah.
Although I must say, I was so starved for Star Wars stuff in the '90s that I probably would have been excited too.
Come on, let's get to the stirring bit. Oh, we're getting to the good part. There's nothing like watching somebody watch something.
I'm watching somebody watch a shitty cooking show with. This is
just who thought this was a good idea?
Well,
When
she has
they
a
were
wash
shooting
basin
this, I
or
wonder how
something.
they kept like how did they keep at it? Like I would have been like, no, I'm not doing this. This is stupid.
Oh, they're still pouring shit in.
It's like literally a milk bucket too that she's cooking
Yeah.
in.
Okay, here we go. Watch how long this goes. Stir and whip. Here we go. Stir and whip. They think this
Like
joke is
it's a
hilarious.
real friggin' recipe.
Still going. Well, it's not fair that
The wig is coming apart, and they aren't cutting.
the Wookiee doesn't have a whisk, so you can't whip. Wookiee seems to have some sort of giant fork.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah, I think the
Stirring
wig
and
coming
whipping.
apart was for a comedic relief.
Oh, look, where's one of the
Oh,
other
there you go.
hands? I
Extra
forgot
hand.
about that bit.
I didn't expect another hand to appear.
Still stirring and whipping. I don't know if the joke is supposed to be that the Wookiee can't keep up with it, or it's just like the Wookiee's supposed to be able to, but the person in the costume is just struggling.
You know, one thing they called totally was flat screen TVs.
That's true. For all its weird, anachronistic type of technology. We'll get another hand involved here.
Oh my god. Is this actually happening?
Oh, I think it's over.
Is she just gonna throw that straight in the trash? Or no, it's going in the oven. Hold on.
Put your
Your
concoction
space oven is not cool at all. Okay, what do we
there. Oh,
got
look,
here?
Star Wars type action.
Remember
This will be
Star
about
Wars?
30 seconds.
They managed to get Harrison Ford like in a soundstage for a half hour. He's like, I'll sit in the cockpit, I'll pretend, but I'm not gonna like it.
Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and at least a few others have claimed they've never actually seen it.
I can believe Harrison Ford didn't watch it. I can believe that.
Harrison Ford probably didn't watch Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
He's like, I got Frozen, so then I didn't watch the rest.
I've been wanting to get killed off since the holiday special.
Yeah. You guys killed me off the holiday.
This is what gave him the idea.
No, we can't kill you in the holiday special, Harrison.
It's too much of a
Merry
down.
Christmas, Han's dead.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll be replaced by new breakout character Lumpy.
Is it Light Day or Life Day?
It's Life Day, and I made the same thing. For the first time I saw it years and years ago, I thought they were saying light, but it's life.
Life Day.
Mhm. I love his father's horrible underbite.
The Atari graphics on this. Oh,
He looks a lot like Tarkin, but he's not Tarkin. Tarkin would be dead
Kazoo.
at this point.
there we go.
Yeah, they say Kazoo. That's the thing I don't get. Like, George Lucas comes up with like a fairly rich mythology, puts his time and thought into names for things, and then this, it's like they live on Kazoo, and his wife and his son's name is Lumpy, and his father's name is Itchy. It's like that doesn't make any sense.
It's like they were trying to appeal to kids in some fashion or something, but like,
Oh, I think I know what's coming. I think it's time for the grandfather to entertain himself.
Cane's
God.
too short too. You don't bend over to use a cane.
this door just literally looks like it's in the
It's the only game they had. Like,
Who is
something
it?
to do with the report they saw on TV? Oh, right.
Oh, damn it.
Proton Pack. We're doing some Ghostbusters stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What a bunch of plastic boxes for you.
Don't worry, it's going to get great. We're going to put stuff together. Everybody loves watching that.
Oh yeah.
Can have a Tupperware party.
Well, I just learned how to make a dish, so I might as well learn how to make a Proton Pack.
Don't worry, I got gifts for each of you, and they're all weird and inappropriate. Oh, open that sucker up. Well, the suspense is killing me. What are these presents?
Looks like a boombox.
If only it was something so good.
Is that a bantha head?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Good call.
So that's
So they killed a bantha and gave him his head? That's creepy.
I mean, at least it's Star Wars.
Oh, he got a Commodore 64. Sweet.
And look, it's really complicated to put together.
Of course it is.
Fuck, my other laptop's giving me problems. It's still playing, but hopefully I don't lose it.
Itchy.
Could have sworn there was one named Stanky.
No, it's itchy.
So he gave him pornography?
That's exactly what he gave him.
Oh my god.
Watch this shit. Like, suddenly this, like, family special is going to take a really weird erotic turn. Made all the weirder by the fact that it's a goddamn elder Wookiee.
I know you like to get off itchy, so here's some VR porn.
It's just that it had to get through so many levels to actually get made. Like, it's one thing for somebody to be like, yeah, I got this great idea. We're going to give the old one some porno to watch.
Right.
And then somebody else had to go, that's a great idea. Write it. And then somebody had to write it. And then like it had to go through so many levels to get to here.
Yeah. So this is Diane Carroll, who was, I guess, fairly well known back then.
Predates the Oculus by 40 years.
The special effects are just, it's like a Bond intro.
It is. And don't worry, we're going to get somebody that looks a lot kind of like one of the Bond girls of that era, in a way. When we get Diane Carroll, but listen to the shit she says. Because apparently, like, Wookiees are attracted to humans.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah, just get on with it already.
Yeah, holy smokes.
This is a holiday special, folks.
Yes.
For kids.
Merry Christmas.
Let's watch the old one get off on some
Oh god.
VR. Look,
They're
and
gonna
they
cut
show his
back.
reactions and everything.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Diane Carroll.
I've never heard of her name before.
Was she a singer?
She was in, yeah, she was like a singer and actor. She was in musicals and stuff in like the 60s. She's credited as holographic in this.
She really needed some work.
She actually had been in a movie with James Earl Jones before.
Oh, okay.
And she eventually showed up on the soap Dynasty. So, I mean, yeah, people knew who she was back then. She was also, when she went to the music and art high school, she was classmates with Billy D. Williams. So she had some real Star Wars connections. She beat Billy D. Williams to Star Wars. She got in it first.
Yeah.
She was the first African American woman to win a Tony for Best Actress.
Yeah,
There you go.
And now you can just see she's so pleased.
Yeah, this was the highlight of her career.
It's like, this seems like a good use of my talents.
She didn't
I
get
can
an Emmy
be-
for this?
I can
what's
be
the
the
media one?
holographic porn for some horny Wookiee.
This is a trip, though.
Oh my god.
Just keeps going. That's a pretty sheer dress too.
Oh, she sings. I
This is really you could lift this into a Bond intro.
yeah. All you need are just like the guns and some more silhouettes. Once again, they're trying to do, I guess, what they think futuristic music sounds like. Although technically, Star Wars is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Diane Carroll died last year on October 4th,
They're dropping like flies, man.
aged 84.
She did pretty well. She got to be in the Star Wars holiday special, so.
She was Sidney Poitier's partner for about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
He was A-list.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, she's got the holiday special, and then maybe, she was married to Poitier or whatever, and then
The Tony.
yeah, the Tony's somewhere down under Billy D. Williams. So I'm sure that they drank a bunch of Colt 45s together. And
May have done something a little harder than that on this film. I don't know.
yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of something on the set. Holy shit!
Oh, actually, there's a quote about that.
It just goes on so long, like, and it's
See if I can
not
find it.
good.
Every segment, like if they had cut it down, like if it was an hour even,
Yeah,
it wouldn't be so egregious. But like every single piece of it is boring by the time it's over.
And so drawn out.
Oh my god!
I mean, like a
Jerry
couple minutes
Buck.
max.
In a November 1978 review for the Associated Press called the program Bubblegum for the Brain, Nathan Rabian of the AV Club wrote, "I'm not convinced the special wasn't ultimately written and directed by a sentient bag of cocaine." So
That's funny.
there's your drugs. So even back then they knew.
Yeah.
Because I have to imagine they probably were plans to air it more than once as they got closer to Christmas, right? This
Yeah,
was like a
absolutely.
week before American Thanksgiving. They were probably going to air it a couple more times, but nope. Once was enough. In 1978, so few people owned a VCR. And in 1978, even fewer people would think to tape this. But there's a tiny fraction of people that did just that.
And if this came off a VHS tape, it is like top tier. There's like no artifacting or anything. I almost feel like this is one of the somehow that somebody got a tape like from CBS.
This
Yeah.
looked much better than the copy I saw before.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
There's not much color bleeding. There's not much like it's a remarkably good version.
I mean, I know George Lucas at one point said, like, if he had the time and a hammer, he'd go around and destroy all copies.
Oh, thought you were going to say he would insert some CGI stuff in the background.
He would redo
That,
the
yeah,
entire
that,
thing.
that would fix it. That's all it needs. Just needs a little touch up.
Just
Holy God.
add CG characters to
Okay.
the whole thing.
I'm sure Itchy has orgasmed by now. Let's move on.
Oh, let's cut back to see that.
I want to see the Wookiee climax.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
There it is.
Oh,
He's sad. Holy shit, Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
Like poor
Yes,
Leia.
they're
She's a
doing
damn
accounting.
princess. We got her there working on some sort of
yeah, she's
adding
accounting.
machine.
Like he was working on some spreadsheets or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that payroll ready, Leia. These rebels don't work for free.
She
You might be
literally
the
looks like
princess,
she's
but
gonna
you're still
fall
a
over
woman.
from drugs.
She looks bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. She barely made it around that desk.
Wait till she sings, which she does do in this. Actually, maybe that gets cut out. I don't know, because that's towards the end. I know we found out like some of the stuff at the end might be removed for copyright reasons. We'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Oh, look! Finally, we're getting the Wookiee speak translated.
Yeah.
But it's just the same thing over and over again. Where are Han
Yeah.
and Chewbacca? We don't know. They're probably fine.
They better not be out gambling again.
Huh.
This video has like 2 million views on it. Like Disney should think to try to monetize this.
I know. I just think there's all this stuff should just get released. Like,
Why not?
what's to be lost? You
Yeah.
know, like in a little bit we're gonna see the animated sequence, which is probably easily the best part of it, done by Canadian's animation studio Nelvana. And then later in the '80s, they would be the ones that did the Droids show
I
and
was
the
gonna
Ewok
say
show.
droids. Nelvana did droids, yeah.
Yeah, and the Ewok show too. And those,
Yeah.
you know, those aren't available either. Like, fucking make them available. It's not going to
I'd like to
ruin
watch-
anything.
I'd like to watch those.
You can watch most of Droids on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to watch them properly too.
I haven't seen the Ewok stuff since.
I remember
was-
Droid Serial, but I don't know if I ever watched the cartoon.
No, I didn't. But what's funny is I did watch Ewoks. Ewoks was my introduction to Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I ever saw of Star Wars, and I had no idea it was Star Wars because I never saw any episodes that connected to it, or if it did, the reference was lost on me. Because I remember being really young, and the Ice Capades came. And that's like the only thing I remember about Ice Capades is that there was a whole sequence where people like skated around as the Ewoks, and it was like they were acting out a segment from the show. And they had some crystal that they put, and then they all left. Then the Doomlocks came out and stole it. Then they came back and said to the audience, "Who stole it?" And we're like, "The Doomlocks." And they ask us a million questions, and they name like 17 things, and we're like, "No." And they're like, "Was it the Doomlocks?" We're like, "Yes."
And all
That's
you were
like
like
my
the entire
first
time, I
actual
just wanted
Star
one of those
Wars
light up
memory.
swords.
But yeah, but then I didn't even know. I didn't know anything about the greater world. All I knew was Ewoks was a show, and this, I had no idea it had anything to do with Star Wars. This is when I was a really young kid.
Look at that sweet boombox.
Oh,
Oh,
You didn't get
things
that
are getting
Commodore
exciting
booted
now.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun
Plot
dun.
twist.
Oh, that means we're getting close to Jefferson Starship.
Oh, sweet.
just scream at him.
That really is their solution for dealing with these guys, is putting on Jefferson Starship.
They'll be so blown away by this video. Tink.
I keep expecting that to be Rick Moranis in that.
In the black, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Infinitely better than this.
Or what was his name? Something helmet.
Dark helmet.
Dark helmet. Is anybody going to say anything?
No, we need to draw this out for another 30 seconds before they can talk.
God.
Really?
Oh, so Wookiees live here. Good job, officer.
Oh, we are on the Wookiee planet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't worry, we get to see Tatooine eventually. That's where B.
Oh,
Arthur
nice.
is. B. Arthur's in Tatooine. I guess Mos Eisley somewhere. I assure you, we are doing no rebel activity. We're doing very, very boring, mundane things that are
Yeah.
not at all interesting or entertaining in the slightest. Where are your papers?
You better have your passport, or we're going to deport you back to...
Do your Wookiees have Jewish ancestry?
Uh-oh.
Deport you back to the set of the Jeffersons.
Yeah. There's a secret communication device back here.
No, that's only for badass music videos. We'll show you.
Oh God.
I hope they don't find Grandpa's porno collection.
Yeah. What is the Empire's stance on pornography?
You have to assume that they hate it. 'Cause
Right.
They hate everything.
They're total fascists. I can't imagine they'd be down with a Wookiee lusting after a human woman, because the Empire is quite racist against non-human races. You can go now.
Can you shut up?
Again, I don't think he actually has any lines to work
No,
from. I think his direction is just
Think of
blab
something.
and blab. Just keep it
I'll
going.
offer to make a sandwich.
Then you can watch them make it, because that's the
Yeah.
spirit of this special, is watching people do
Do you have any
boring,
space
mundane
mustard,
things.
Mala? I need some space mustard for this.
Hey, don't touch my ghetto blaster there. Oh, is this how they watch it? To
here we
prove that
go.
it's not a weapon. It's like, it's not. It's the power of cosmic rock and roll. It'll blow your friggin' mind, man.
Here we go. It's a portable galactic
Okay, now he's doing some mime act.
Jefferson Starship
Oh,
video.
Like, remember, it's just like a piece of shit prop, so just wave your arms around as much as you can.
We made it out of cardboard 15 minutes ago. You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it. He killed a fly.
Like, yes, that's exactly what everybody watching this wants to say. Get on with it.
Yes.
I also like how, to verify that this thing is whatever it is, he has to watch the entire thing. Okay, good so far. It's like, it's my duty as an Imperial officer to watch this start to finish.
Yeah. I can't miss a single second of it. They could do something illegal.
Nice dildo-shaped microphone there. They're like, get Jefferson Starship. They've got Starship in their name. It's perfect.
We'll give the lead singer a dick to sing in.
And it'll glow.
were they
Take
Jefferson
over
Airplane first? Wasn't there one called Jefferson?
Some of them
Airplane?
were. I think that's what it is. Like, not all of them. Obviously, no Gracie Slick, but at least one or two of them.
Not very
And
familiar
yeah,
with
they're
that.
completely different sounding. I mean, Jefferson Airplane were all, like trippy, kind of hippie
Like Rob
stuff.
Zombie style Southern rock.
No. Like the White Rabbit song and
He is
somebody
loving it.
to, don't you want somebody to love?
So
Well
we just got a
performed by,
copyright strike.
Jim Carrey in, remember that? Jim Carrey does it in The Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it! This thing, it just drags so hard.
Oh.
I mean, every single scene.
Well, I mean, this could be any MTV music video, so this is
I
not
know.
really good.
They're not even dressed like Star Wars. They're like, this is probably how they always dressed.
Like, make the mic glow, and we're good.
Yeah. Make sure it's pink.
I mean, he does have a cape, and capes are kind of a big thing in Star Wars, but they could have at least given them like weird fake instruments like they play in the movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
there's a
could've-
fake instrument. Some sort of keyboard that he's holding. That's not real. That never existed.
Is that a keytar?
Not even. He's literally got a keyboard strapped to him. Just to make it
It's
more
the biggest
difficult to play.
guitar I've ever seen. Oh my god! It's just like it's like
He
it's
literally
like
still
the
has to play
first
the
one
bass.
invented.
Yeah, it's like at least it's a good song.
Could be worse.
Oh, guitar solo. You got to really drag this out, bro.
It was like 5 minutes. Oh, use your
Yeah.
teeth.
We aren't even at the halfway mark yet. I feel like I've been watching this for 6 years.
This was one where like I made hot chocolate and I was immediately thought I should have actually gotten something alcoholic.
Yeah.
Well, he took their advice. It's like, okay, I can stretch out a guitar
Yeah.
solo. Guitarists, all guitarists love to do that.
I hope that they were like, okay, we got these great like costumes for you guys, and then they showed up and they were like, no, we got our own clothes. This is what they just walking down the street, man.
1978, disco is king.
This is too much.
This guy's like, you're still watching this? Can't look away.
Oh. There's still half the song left.
Like, look at this intense look on the guy's face. Must watch Rock Gods.
What is this?
What the fuck kind of editing is this? Make sure to get a shot of them reacting.
He's into it. He's drumming his finger. He's totally into it.
This is Star Wars, people.
Say come on at least 15 more times.
I mean, one of the great things
Perfect.
about the Star Wars movies is like they're kind of timeless, and they decided to make like this special, which is like the most dated thing ever. It's like such a snapshot of the 70s. It's like B. Arthur, that'll always be cool.
I mean, I get it, the whole variety like show angle, but oh.
Then just let it be a variety show. This whole plot in the middle trying to hold things together, this framing device is the worst thing ever.
Oh.
George Lucas just comes up with an idea. It's Chewbacca's family and they're Wookiees and no subtitles or anything. They just grunt and yell all the time. And we'll make a whole thing about it. I'm sure this will turn into a wonderful, beloved sitcom spinoff. Well, you guys check out. Your music rocks pretty hard.
Yeah.
The Empire will leave you alone.
These guys really know how to rock. Let's leave them alone.
That guitar totally sold me.
These guys are cool.
Yeah. And I found a bag of really good
upstairs
Wookiee shit in the back, so let's get out of here. Way to ruin Life Day.
Yeah.
Throw out their one
Life
guest.
Day's probably illegal under the Empire. Eventually, these stormtroopers do get dealt with. And it's funny because even in Star Wars movies, you know, stormtroopers are pretty inept. But these guys, they're a whole other level.
I feel like I've seen better stormtrooper costumes like made at like conventions. Like homemade stuff.
That looks like the mask that you would get on like the Halloween costume with the smock.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, those vacuum form masks.
Yeah.
Why were those such a big deal back in the day? Everybody had them.
That's what I was like every year.
That was all they had, I guess. I remember I wanted to be Alf, and that's what I had to have.
Yeah, this is just like Alf.
Yeah. His nose doesn't protrude.
Because Alf would wear a smock that says Alf on it. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of Alf, that was much better than this.
Everything Alf related. The 2 TV movies of Alf are better than
Where he gets okay, so this still isn't very good, but it is the best part. Now, Nelvana got better, is all I can say, because this animation's not very good, but they did get better later on. Wait do you see what Han looks like? Also, for some reason, look how bouncy R2 is. Like his body moves, like it's made of rubber.
Oh man!
I like how 3PO blinks. That's a new layer. Something that cannot blink suddenly has been given that ability.
Oh my god, Luke's face is freaking me out.
Luke's face will be nothing compared to Han's face. Here we go. Yeah, maybe Luke's is worse, but Han does not actually have eyes. They made the stylistic choice that Han doesn't need eyes. Han looks like one of those political cartoons you would see in the newspaper.
It's kind of like I'm watching a clip from Heavy Metal.
Yeah, it does look a lot like that.
Is that Dr. Eggman?
Yeah.
Sure it is.
Sure. Why not?
I can't get over how R2's body bends and contorts.
The animation is really jarring, man.
Yeah.
All I can
Holy
say is
cow.
that Nelvana did eventually get better and produce better.
Oh yeah,
animation
Nirvana
than
had
it.
tons of good shows.
But this is 78. They're at their beginnings.
Yeah.
I mean, and as bad as it is, it's overwhelmingly the best thing in this.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
because it's actually Star Wars for one thing.
Yeah.
It's not the characters. They're in space. They're doing stuff.
So what is this kid watching a cartoon of them? Like I don't understand. He sat
No,
down, like kicked
I
up
don't-
like a speak,
Yeah,
like a
like I don't know.
spell and
Like,
speak or whatever, and started doing this.
does that mean this is canon, or does that mean like Luke became his friends became so famous after they blew up the Death Star that they made up like an animated series about them in their world? Look at his head. Like his neck is like a wire. That was 3PO I meant.
Oh,
Well, they're all dead. Look at R2 bend. Apparently they're in like bedrock.
Yeah.
You like to see Fred Flintstone slide into the bound the back of that thing.
yabba dabba
Sweet
doo.
dinosaurs.
It's a neat feature. What is that, an A-wing?
It's an A-wing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the first ever appearance of Boba Fett.
Wait,
The front of the A-wing detaches.
I thought that was a
Oh,
Y
Boba
wing.
Fett.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I get A-wings and Y-wings mixed up all the
Yeah.
time. That's why I asked.
He's got that sweet.
But that's the
rifle.
only time you ever see, that the front can detach into a smaller bit, which is cool. I've never seen that anywhere else.
I know Luke normally flies an A wing.
Yeah, so this whole bit is like Boba is actually pretending to help them.
You know, when we talked about doing this, I thought it would be more fun.
Yeah, this is not really good. Like
Some things just can't be saved, man. I mean, it's as bad as its reputation suggests. And some things are so bad you can make fun of them and they're funny, but this is just so boring and drags and so many the whole thing is a drag, really.
there's only so much you can make fun of. After a while, you just have to sit here and stare at it. I'm actually watching this part because it's the only thing that's been interesting the entire thing.
It's an engaging part, and it's still not very good.
No, I'm still trying to figure out why Han's like hanging upside down like Batman.
Because it was captured by somebody. Okay, what happened there? That is something we later see Boba actually use. His rope thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why? R2's like bobbing his head as if that's physically possible. And look at 3PO, his neck, he's up on like a skinny neck.
Somebody like really liked that aesthetic because it's not like that in the films at all.
No, it's I mean, again, I understand artistic license, and sometimes when you're doing that in like a comic or an animated thing, but it's just an odd choice in this thing. Let's make the robots really like bendy and bouncy, like Gumby. Really? Aren't
Exactly.
they robots? No, I think it'd be cool.
Hell of a codpiece on Boba Fett there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't messing around.
In 2011, when they released what was then called the Complete Saga on Blu-ray, which was the set that had the prequels and the original trilogy together, you could watch, this segment was available as an extra. So that's the only piece of this that's ever been part of anything official.
He only has 4 fingers.
Yeah.
And that's standard cartoon rules.
Yeah. You can't have the man animating all those fingers. Takes too long.
I don't even know what's going on here. I know he's like pretending to be their friend to lure them to a trap, but it seems a little.
Hypodermic needles, just what if, and dangling upside down. This is just the place they need. Get your drugs and get your kicks.
Predating the Bat credit card by 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not actually
a huge spoiler for the movie.
Oh, commercial break. Here's O.J. Simpson for that rental car.
Ooh, freeze frame.
Just trying to think of a typical 70s commercial. We love you, O.J.
Go Juice.
The juice is loose. That game looks amazing.
You watch this right in front of them.
I feel like he would drop some sort of racial slur right here. What do you got, you little curly-headed muggins?
Uh-oh, now everybody's dangling.
Oh, the jig is up now. The best bounty hunter.
Oh my gosh, Darth Vader dropped a compliment?
Yeah.
He doesn't do that.
No, he doesn't.
Your droid has the most beautiful polish.
Yeah, see how many times you can reuse that same frame.
Yeah.
Of that guy shooting. That's a pretty cool vehicle, though. One shot, boom. That's how you do it, Boba.
Give me that.
Oh my God, Han, with his no eyes and super long face. Harrison Ford must have been thrilled with this.
Yeah. He sounds drunk as hell.
Oh, I just can't get over R2. Just he looks like he's inflatable or something. And C-3PO is like one of those guys with the arms that you can put out, the tube guys.
The wacky
inflatable flailing arm tube man.
There it is. I couldn't get the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
Wacky
the family guy bit, yeah. And there goes the trademark jetpack. I mean, they do introduce him properly, showing him like all the stuff he does and everything. Even if the color scheme isn't quite right. Although they didn't know what it was going to be at this point, probably. I wonder if it was just this appearance alone or what, because the fact was, like, you know, the most valuable Star Wars toy to this day is the original Boba Fett, which was released, I think, in like it was released maybe in 79. It was before his other first appearance. I wonder, like, if it was just anticipation from seeing him in this that everybody liked him, because that was like you couldn't buy it in stores. It was a mail-in offer, and a lot of people did mail in for it because it was sort of a highly anticipated. They were probably disappointed when they found out he does actually very little in the movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that the most expensive?
Yeah,
figure?
that's the most expensive of the figures. It's the original Boba Fett mail-in figure with the he had a spring-loaded rocket on his backpack.
Right.
Okay, so the Empire is not pleased. They're ransacking the joint.
Well, we made it to the hour mark, so go us. We got a half hour left.
It's a stuffed bantha. It's like a
Yeah.
toy bantha, which is like one of the only set pieces that's actually any good, because it's like, oh, that would make sense in the world of Star Wars.
That would probably. Oh, he tore it apart. That could have sold like hotcakes.
I mean, the rest of this looks like
there's drugs in here.
Yeah.
It's like the Brady's summer home or something.
We need some
That
more
is
of that.
cool. I would have bought one of
shit.
those. When I was a kid, I would have bought one of those. The Bantha figure or Bantha stuffed animal.
It's cool.
That's awesome.
That was the only one in existence, and they ruined it
for this shitty special.
Many Bothans died to make this special.
That is just what the Empire would do. Go clean your room, boy. He's so evil.
Oh no. Aha, a child's crying feeds me. It sustains me. Oh, look, he's actually mourning the bantha. Those bastards.
You tore apart my favorite toy. I'll kill you all and feast on your souls.
I know, there should have been a big follow-up for his, like, revenge on the Empire.
Yep.
Just his blood all
Still
over
could
his
happen.
mouth.
They age real slow. Or they live for a long time anyway.
Yeah. He's probably
those-
like 48.
Those stairs are so 70s too, without the railing.
Yeah, a lot of sitcoms look just like that.
Yeah.
The one thing this place is missing is wood paneling. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there's actually more than I thought. There is some wood paneling. Of course there is. Wood paneling was the best thing ever in the 70s.
You're damn right. Shag carpet too.
This will look good forever.
When is that going to make a comeback, right?
I mean, people often talk about how ugly stuff was in the 80s, but what they're thinking of is the more extreme stuff. Because, like, you know, like when you think, sometimes when they show 80s stuff, like somebody like a punk rock haircut and stuff like that, that wasn't like everybody. That was
Right.
still even considered odd in the 80s. But I would say the more, this is the most boring part of the whole thing. We're in luck. Is in the 70s, like stuff that was considered mainstream and normal was worse looking. And so much of like the home decor. Okay. So we've got Harvey Korman back again, pretending to be some sort of robot.
They actually
he's
just
going
called
to
it
step by step.
cassette.
He's going to tell them how. This is the most riveting part of the whole thing. If you thought stuff was boring before, get ready for this, because he's going to walk step by step, tell him how to like put this thing together. That's what we get to watch. That's what they thought would be fun for the Star Wars audience. An instructional video on how to put together some piece of electronics.
Fictional
Doesn't-
plastic
yeah.
that they made up.
It's like you know the yuppie neighbors in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
That's like the epitome of the '80s house. You know, like it's in the
modern
pinnacle
era.
of the '80s. But
Yeah.
everybody's house wasn't like that. It was just like
Plus, this whole idea that like Star Wars actually produces androids that are so human-like is ridiculous, because it just flies in the face of all the other droids.
Yeah.
Because that's what all his movements are. He's supposed to be a robot.
oh, that's so
I swear to
funny.
God, they're going to do a
It's
step-by-step
an attempt
thing.
at comedy, and it is
How to-
abysmal. Oh my god, he's got a plastic baggie with something in it.
Yeah, it's the tools.
It's a sandwich baggie.
And he's saying this
This
is
is my tools.
make sure to keep it to put your tools back in.
Daddy needs his tools.
It is legitimately a sandwich bag.
Yeah, isn't this riveting? Watching a like if we thought watching a Wookiee watching like a how-to cooking video was great, how about a how to put together your electronics thing?
Did they think this was funny? Somebody thought this was funny.
Some drug humor, I guess.
Yeah.
Pull your hypodermic out of your sandwich bag.
Shoot up and then ride.
Oh shit. Oh, that's hilarious.
See, most of it is just him telling the instructions, but then they just do like weird repeated movements, and they think that's the funny part.
Now stick the torque wrench in your neck.
Like he's a malfunctioning robot, I guess. But Jesus God,
Oh,
somebody had told you you'd be watching a Wookiee watch a instructional how-to video.
I feel like I got hoodwinked into doing this commentary. Holy shit.
well, the people that
Kinda
pushed the
glad I
hardest
didn't
didn't show up, so maybe we all got hoodwinked into
We
it.
did.
Yes, the impulse voice translator, please, please.
Oh,
this is
oh,
still
Or transmitter, sorry. Show me how he puts the motherboard together. I gotta see that.
Yeah.
Show me all the components. This is riveting. Okay, now he's got his face on the table. Oh, I guess the robot's gonna like die before he can finish. Thank God. That brings up all sorts of questions too. Then this can't just be a video. Is he watching this live? Is this like is this like a channel they have? This is the channel they have on Kazoo, like the how-to channel. Put it on, and we'll have people showing you. Oh God.
I feel like this guy like stepped off the set of Mama's Family or something. Like,
I love these establishing shots. We've never left the house, but they're letting us still at the house. By the way, establishing shots are when you've actually changed locations. Oh, good. He's still
all those people, the lucky viewers that came in late.
The lucky viewer that came in late and was just like, okay, they're going to commercial. I'll go get a snack. You come back, and they come back, and the Wookiee is still assembling the garbage. Man, these are suspicious Imperial bastards. Okay, here we go. So now they're watching a broadcast, for some reason, from Mos Eisley.
You know, the Ewoks were originally supposed to be Wookiees, right?
Yeah, it was like a small version of them or something.
Do you think this is the reason why that didn't happen? Because of how terrible.
Hey, look, a cantina. This bit is not that bad. It's still pretty bad. So it's like B. Arthur owns like a cantina in Mos Eisley.
Greedo
it is B one. Well, I guess it's just another Rodian.
On shot first.
I love
that guy, I swear, that thing with the 4 eyes got its own movie in the 80s called Children from Another Star. Look it up.
Do.
I mean, at least this is Star Wars-esque. It's a cantina full of weirdos. There's music playing. What could make this better? B. Arthur, of course.
Oh, perfect. That's the logical next step.
Is that Harvey Korman again? Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's the bartender. Or possibly owner. I don't know.
This may be the worst part of the whole thing. I really hate this part.
I don't know. I find her song kind of amusing, to tell you the truth. I mean, in a very bad way. She's going to sing a song because for some reason the Empire's going to like shut them down because that's a big priority for the Empire is to shut down random cantinas. Some more riveting dialogue. We are talking. I'm talking to you. We're talking.
Oh my gosh.
Is that DJ Qualls?
The nose isn't quite big enough.
The top of his head looks like a friggin' volcano.
Yeah, turn off that
I hope it explodes.
Let's get a bunch of old broads together in a house and make a sitcom.
This is perfect.
Oh, I remember that guy. The hammerhead thing.
Oh, that's where he drinks.
Oh, that's funny.
That was really funny.
Well, at least they're keeping continuity with the first movie because they all have like those, like that's the same type of thing that like Aunt Beru gave Luke his blue milk out of.
Yeah. One of my favorite things was that I saw an interview with Mark Hamill, and he was explaining the milk, the blue milk, and he was talking about it like no one had ever heard of it before. He's like, it's this kind of milk it's powdered, and they mixed it with, like, he was explaining like powdered milk.
Yeah.
But he was obviously he'd like never heard. Like,
thing back then,
you have to imagine this stuff, guys.
I guess it was a new
concept.
concept.
Or condensed milk. I can't remember which one it was, but it was hysterical.
It's like space age food.
Freeze dried ice cream.
I think that's a cash register from Kmart in the background.
They shot this in an abandoned Kmart, for God's sakes.
Oh, he has the extra fingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A little bit behind you guys.
What are you doing behind the bar? Security. Can't we go back to, Leia's bookkeeping?
That would be great.
To pour some more Kool-Aid in my head.
I want to see some of the receipts the Rebellion has and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely different flavors of Tang.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's getting frisky.
Well, he's never seen anything as beautiful as B. Arthur.
With a rat tail.
God damn it, that's weird dialogue. I don't know if anybody heard that line, but Jesus. She bars into that.
Why are we watching this? How is this connected?
What's happening at this cantina on Mos Eisley is crucial to the rebellion, and of course, what's going on with Han and Chewie. Oh wait, it's not at all. It's once again just some random shit that's on their TV. Like, that's the majority of the stuff that's in this special. It's not even the characters. It's the characters watching other things. We're watching what the characters are watching. This is like public access TV or something. I don't know what it is.
Can we go back to watching Stinky cook a meal?
Yeah.
And look, we have to get the reaction shot too of like the Imperial troopers going, "Yeah, this is interesting. This is worth our time."
Like, what?
There's nothing else we should be doing as like officers of the Empire. Oh, Darren, the boss.
We watched this guy get shot down trying to hook up with B. Arthur. Like, that's literally what we just.
All right, so now they're going to find out that they're going to shut down the bar. It says Imperial Max Headroom. There goes your liquor license. Take a break, boys. I'm going to lift everybody up with a great song. B. Arthur style. She's really worried about the morale of her customers. I give her credit. She's like, this is just devastating. I got to do something to cheer these guys up. They're going to kill themselves. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Did we really have to watch her close up the bar?
Yeah.
Well, she's going to sing a song about it to cheer them all up.
It's closing time.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's get Semisonic in here. They're finally relevant.
I'm telling you, man, this is awful.
And they're like, we won't leave. I know how to get rid of them. I'll sing a terrible song. Send them running for the exits. She's really close to her regulars. I'll give her that.
You don't have any bouncers?
Yeah, apparently she runs this bar in one of the more dangerous cities on the planet, completely by herself, without any security or anything.
People to leave.
There, somebody's pulled a gun on her. Holy, I know there's a song at some point. I didn't know there was such a friggin' scene beforehand. I thought it was like the Empire's closing us down. I'll sing us a song to cheer us up. I didn't know she would go to every individual table and talk to every individual creature in there. Like, that's the whole point of this special, is somebody on, like, off camera going,
Yeah.
get out. Come on.
Keep going.
Fetch. Come on. Come on, B. Arthur.
The
Draw
network wants
your
us on
vast
instead of the
experience as a
CBS family
performer.
movie. It's got to be 2 hours.
Okay, here we go. The Cantina closing song. I thought that was her musical cue. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'll give B. Arthur credit for one thing. She's like the only person involved in this that's trying. It's not a great result or anything.
Is she supposed to be like really sexy or something?
I don't know.
B. Arthur was known for being a blistering sexual performer.
You see her going like
for
boop on
sexual
somebody's
magnetism.
nose, man. She's just like boop on everyone's nose.
Yeah.
I guess it's maybe more of a maternal thing. She's the bar mistress. She takes
She knew how
care
to
of
clear
them.
the bar out, though. Just sing.
Who had the nachos? Who had the chicken fingers?
Yeah. Can I get this in a to-go bag? The music is literally the Cantina theme, just like slightly altered.
Yeah.
Yeah, you slowed it down.
Yeah.
And some lyrics.
That's a giant rat.
Splinter.
They have, and yet they don't allow droids in there. What kind of standards are these fucking places? Bring in the monster, but no protocol droids. They're trouble.
Yeah.
This is a giant rat.
That's what I love about Star Wars in general. You have all these cool creatures that so much like imagination and innovation went into, and then every once in a while, just to fill things out, it's just whatever came off the top of somebody's head. Giant rat.
Like I literally think these were just costumes that like didn't get used for other things.
Yeah.
They went to the closet and they're like, what do we got? Let's make look, we got Satan, we got a vampire, we got some aliens. It's like
We got some Fraggle Rock stuff back here.
Yeah.
They wish Jim Henson had some involvement at this point.
are they gonna start breaking plates at some point here? Like this is
Oh, I love her. Look at her dance moves.
Can you imagine? It's the same year that Star Wars came out. Can you imagine?
Oh, there's Michael Myers. Holy shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
the different
literally.
quality is unprecedented, man.
Wow, Michael Myers getting shown the door.
Greedo over here getting down.
You know, singing the song to get rid of them didn't seem to work. Seemed to make them think
slowly
they were not
working, I guess.
clever.
Now they're getting into it.
What you need to do, what do they do in China? Who is it they play in the mall at China? Is it Barry Manilow? It's somebody like that. Like if you're in China at a mall, they always play like Barry Manilow or something over the PA to let people know the mall's closing. I'm not 100% sure it's Barry Manilow, but it's somebody like that.
It's not a
That's
bad
right.
idea. It's like some.
Well, B. Arthur would do the same trick, I think.
It's like some David Koresh stuff. What the FBI did to David Koresh.
At least there's only
It worked because
Like,
they're all. I guess she
15
drugged.
minutes left.
Hit the Kenny G. Get the F out of here.
Oh, it might even be Kenny G. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Not Barry Manilow. I think it's Kenny G. You're such a dear friend. You play that pole flute phallic thing better than anyone I know. Oh, here's the tear. Is that a tear friend? Isn't that terrible that I remember a line from this? It was very emotional. You know, in the last movie, we watched an entire planet get blown up, but a bar is closing.
Oh,
This is what we're fighting for, boys.
Yeah,
So a bunch of rejects and aliens
gotta
can all
save
get
Tatooines.
drunk together and gangbang B. Arthur. Sorry, I shouldn't have put that image in anyone's head.
I don't know.
I'm not
It's a-
responsible for what I'm saying at this point because sitting through this is so.
Oh my god.
I like how they watch the whole thing. They're like, huh, so that's the effect the Empire has on everyday people. That's really interesting. What's with the attention spans of these guys? They just wander around homes and watch their TVs and stuff.
Better than mine.
Yeah. They got nothing better to do. The Empire's this boring. That is
It's
one
not
long
always
way.
shooting rebels. Sometimes we just bust into people's houses and pretend there's a problem so we can use their stuff.
I love the radio. I got this at Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these aren't. Oh,
I know this is Star Wars, but can you guys find the most boring shit in this world to put on this special?
There is no war happening.
just think of
here.
the most boring things in our own world and just translate them
Yeah.
in. It'll work. Instructional videos.
Got a 10-minute segment on the Wookiee going to the restroom.
Oh.
I don't even know why unarmed Wookiees are afraid of a couple guys with guns. We've seen other unarmed Wookiees just grab them and toss them across the room.
Rip their arms off and stuff.
Yeah. Apparently they're pacifists, only
Yeah.
Chewie.
Yeah.
Oh, another commercial break. What's he going to do to the kid? It's like, you can't take this away from me. I
no.
watched a 6-hour instructional video on this. Please don't make me break it. Will Lumpy drop his ancient computer?
You should see my high score in Pong.
Oh, there goes. All that work ruined. I get it. Empire bad. Look at those stairs. What planet would ever have, I don't know, stairs like that? Oh, look who's home. Daddy's home.
Huh.
Is he like an arrow?
You
Oh, okay.
fucked up, bro.
Okay, now
Oh,
watch
no.
how they take this guy out. I know stormtroopers are inept, but watch this guy take himself out. Guns on the floor. Woo! He tripped over his own gun and it launched him.
Awesome.
I mean, we've seen stormtroopers be crappy before, but I've never seen one that bad. It's like the rebels are attacking.
Oh my God, Han is picking up his gigantic child. This is hysterical.
Isn't it great that there were like no scenes during all this to show Han and Chewie making their way back? Because that might have actually been interesting and relevant to the
Yeah.
plot. No, we'll just show a bunch of stuff that means nothing, that's boring as paint drawing, and then we'll just have them come out of nowhere. They couldn't have any scenes with Han and Chewie doing stuff like sneaking past the Imperial agents, even landing the goddamn ship. It's like, no, we're paying Harrison Ford by the minute. We can't afford it.
Yeah.
And we've run out of stock footage.
Was
Okay.
this Peter Mayhew?
Yeah, it's everybody. That's
Is he-
Peter Mayhew.
Who's in the other costume that's really tall?
That is a
Maybe
good question.
both.
Don't
That
know.
is an interesting question. I don't know if I can find that out.
Who played Slappy? in
Yeah.
the Holiday Special?
Who played the really important Star Wars character Dingus?
Is that its name?
No, I made that up.
Dingus. That would be great.
Dingus.
This says that there's
It'd
an
be funny if their
archive
last
footage
name
of
was-
Obi-Wan, but I don't remember that. I don't remember ever any archive footage of Obi-Wan. Did I miss that?
Is he choking him? It's weird.
Somebody named Mickey Morton was Mala.
That's the little one, right?
That's the wife.
Oh,
The little one, I don't even
Was-
know. I know
The
that
little one was Patty Maloney, who was
That must be
who was a little person, a woman.
that's what I thought.
Patricia Ann Maloney.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, but what about Itchy? That's who I want to know.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody named Paul Gale, but they don't.
Oh,
even have it.
sweet. They're just gonna talk in.
So whoever Paul Gale
Wookiee
is, they're
again.
obviously quite tall. Yes, more Wookiee dialogue, please.
You made it home for Christmas, Dad. Sorry, Life Day, Dad.
Don't worry, we'll get to see all about how Life Day is.
Are they
actually
gonna make
sort of a
out?
fucking cult?
Oh, they're gonna make out. Oh,
The
man, they're gonna
grandfather's
do
all horned up. He got to watch that sex video.
it. They're just gonna do it right in front of them. It's gonna be. This
That's
is
the
normal.
Wookiee way. Oh, they're like, okay,
Red
we'll
Rocket.
show some class, but it's not
Red
really. the way
Rocket.
we
Red
do it.
Rocket. Do you guys think he has like a
I
red
like how
rocket?
Han's
like a
just
dog?
standing off to the side. Oh, is there still
Oh.
a stormtrooper or two left? Oh, how are they going to deal with it?
Oh, man.
I have no home to go to in case you haven't figured this out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to live with you guys and perform menial tasks. Like, who would have thought in a Star Wars special Harvey Korman would have like 9,000 times more dialogue than everybody else? Did we kill that guy?
Ooh, is he the dude that just did a nosedive?
I would assume. Don't worry, Harvey Korman's got another solution.
I took this communicator off his corpse.
We're cool, right? We're cool. that was a great. Oh, his plan was to just tell a big lie. You are a really smart guy. He's like, I know, I'll lie to them. That'll work.
Oh, this traitor guy. He's
He
telling
was
the truth, I
here,
guess.
and he robbed us, and he left. There won't be any follow-ups to that.
Yeah.
The Empire's not thorough or anything.
They've only been here for a half hour watching TV.
All right, just bury their corpses in the backyard. Or you can put them in your cooking pot or whatever the hell you do. Yeah, we're forgetting the important part. This is Life Day, people. You know, somewhere along all the fun of watching instructional videos and public access with B. Arthur singing to drunken aliens, we've forgotten this is Life Day, which we've
The
actually
real
not
spirit
explained
of
in
Life
any way, in any way, shape, or form. But we're gonna pretend like we did. Where's Han anyway? He just dropped Chewbacca off and leave. It's like I don't want to be
Yeah,
around for this
apparently he
bullshit.
had something important to do.
It's like you know, Luke's got the Force. I'm not religious. I'm not into Life Day either.
I gotta go smuggle some stuff. So you have your religious holiday, and I'm just gonna go steal things.
Things get surprisingly religious. They're not done here. I know they're just holding little light orbs, and that seems nice. They're going to take it a step further.
Oh man!
It's like dim the lights, get out your Life Day glow stick. I don't know what that is.
Looks like a snow globe. I don't know.
All right, everybody, it's time for the annual Life Day dance rave party. See, that would be fine if they left it at that, but they're not going to.
Let's get the flashlights out, guys.
Very nice. Yeah, I guess they're like snow globes with lights in them. And it makes us as humans on Earth really reflect on Christmas.
Yes.
See, suddenly they're in cultist robes. And have they ascended to like a higher plane of consciousness? Is that what's going on here?
Because
look, it's like
virgin.
it's some sort of like suicide cult. Look, it's like everybody walk into this star or whatever. Another Life Day, another time to appease the sun god.
This is a trip.
See, why didn't they just end with them holding the thing up? We could buy that. Okay, Life Day. They got their Life Day orbs.
No. We need the robes. We gotta use the robes. We paid for them.
We need Wookiees decked out in full-out cultist robes, marching across the cosmos. Is what we need.
Yeah, figure that
they're
one
not
out.
dead. They're in some sort of cosmic temple. I don't know. Maybe we are going to get a sacrifice here.
Oh man, there's more.
Now sing the traditional Life Day carol. And for no reason at all, the droids are here.
Oh, there's R2.
Yeah. They couldn't be happier than in the middle of this, whatever it is.
Why are the droids there?
I don't know. I don't know why they're there or even how they got there and why they're unsupervised. Usually they're with people. Luke's like, I'm a Jedi. That's my religion. I can't get mixed up in that shit.
Like it literally looks like they like ascended into heaven and
and now it's just like they're in a cave or something. And the droids are there. Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Oh, Leia's gonna sing her song. Leia and Luke are here. Oh, and Han's like, I like how Han comes in so reluctantly. Like, you really need me for this last scene? What is this holiday? Oh yeah, even we just spent an hour and a half in no way explaining what it is because we had important stuff to do. Here comes a Carrie Fisher drug-induced song.
Perfect. The perfect way to end this amazing show.
He's like, I'm so high right now. I love you guys. I can't feel my face.
Not to speak ill of the dead, but
yeah,
she really did fall off like pretty quickly. Like, I mean, she had like 10 years and then she was like gone, right? Like, I mean, like The Burbs. That's like the last thing I remember her being in. That was like 89, I think.
Yeah.
She is not in the room right now. She is
look at
not
Han.
in the room right now.
I mean, I can't even say Han. You can't even call them their characters. You just have to call them the actors, because the characters are in no way present. It's just the actors standing around going, "Oh my god, this is part of my contract."
She's actually singing to Star Wars theme music. Like, this is official lyrics.
Yeah. So Life Day is obviously not just a Wookiee thing, even though they're the only ones wearing robes.
Harrison looks so excited to be there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, this is going to launch my career.
You are all an important part of my family.
Yeah, man. I would love to see a making of on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I know it
Behind
never
the scenes,
happened.
you gotta be snowblind.
Well, that definitely makes me think of Christmas.
Yeah.
Nothing says Christmas like some sort of a
Like, they all
worship
got...
ceremony.
Now, what are they doing now? There's no choreography. They're just walking.
Yeah.
It's like, we got nothing. Just keep the camera on. Just a montage of nothing. Oh, they're leaving.
Oh, we got a face.
Wow, Chewbacca, you're quite the dedicated family man. It's like, I got in for them to light the tree and sing the song. Now I gotta go again.
And now for some clips from the actual movie that didn't suck.
For some reason, there's really important to show that holo chess game. Chewbacca's... Hey, look, a lightsaber. Wow. This must be the part where they actually show Obi-Wan. Yeah, there. So Alec Guinness gets a credit for that. Alec Guinness is technically in this special.
I wonder how much money he got.
I love seeing all this shit without context. Like, remember, this is actually part of Star Wars. Remember Star Wars? We got another movie coming, but you don't feel so good about it now, do you?
It's like they've recut the movie and Chewbacca's now like the main character.
Good, he deserves a medal. It never sat right with me that he didn't get a medal in that scene. Like, what the fuck? I thought you guys weren't the Empire. You weren't racist. But for some reason, Han and Luke get medals and he doesn't. But you still has to stand there like an idiot.
Yeah. He was remembering his adventure.
Is that a Life Day wreath?
I cannot believe that this is still going. No. This thing could have ended 5 times now.
I guess it's their dinner? I don't know. The best part is it ends with characters that we can't understand.
But Life Day, you don't have to speak the same language.
Right. Life Day is universal, and no words are really necessary.
You now see how important it is for Han to be there to translate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god. Bow your heads in prayer to the space god. And Tiny Tim, who did not die.
Who did not die.
Killed himself after watching this special.
Yes.
There you go.
They're eating that slop she made earlier.
Wow. She made it completely wrong. I mean, I give her credit. Oh my god. That's the Star Wars holiday special, and it just screams Star Wars and Christmas, doesn't it?
Everything
it totally
about
succeeds. It's so watchable. Good job, Binder.
Well, I'm glad.
Look at all the people that wrote it.
So I finally watched it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it hurts.
Oh,
it's almost so bad. It's not even like so bad. It's good. It's just,
it's just so boring.
So bad.
It's so good. Boring, people.
Yeah. I actually, like, not knowing, I thought that this would be funny because there'd be lots of stuff to make fun of, but there's actually just.
Oh, that's the other thing. This was one of Stan Winston's first gigs.
They actually credited like McQuarrie for doing illustrations. Like, everyone's getting a credit.
I guess the original American broadcast of this was interrupted by her CBS news break talking about a peace accord signing at Camp David. But they,
That would have been
even
the
though
best
they
part.
interrupted
They
it,
should have left that in.
they didn't leave it playing though. They did come. They came back to it. So it was even longer than 2 hours for some people because they had to watch the whole thing in the middle first, and then they resumed.
What an unbelievable turkey of a thing to watch.
Holy God!
If you needed a turkey at Christmas, Star
They're
Wars
like,
holiday.
thank God, Wonder Woman and the Hulk will be back. This abomination will not replace them.
Yes, don't worry. Oh,
That's a Star Wars holiday special.
What do you guys think the rating on IMDb is?
I'm gonna go with
Star Wars fans are crazy.
2.7.
I'm gonna bet it's like 3.2.
2.
Oh, flat 2.
Yeah, I would have
I
thought
don't-
higher as well, just because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, like some people would just be like, "Well, no, there's all this great stuff in there. You learn about this and that and the other thing." That is just boring.
There's a book called "What Were They Thinking: The 100 Dumbest Events in Television History," and this is number 1 in that book.
Deservingly.
I'm gonna need to pick that book up, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, that was the Star Wars holiday special, guys. I hope you got some kind of enjoyment out of watching us
Watching our pain.
watching that awful mess. It is on YouTube. That's how we watched it. So if you wanted to sync this up with YouTube and watch them both, we'll provide a link in the post. But
Hearing us
thank you
complain
very much.
over it is now the definitive way of watching it.
This is it. If they do the DVD, like I said before, they got to put this in it because no one else is doing this. But I hope you guys enjoyed very much, and take care and have a Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.